When I started to try and do sitting meditation, I always found it difficult. And when I had success, it was hard to carry that feeling of inner peace beyond the times when I was sitting. These struggles continued for a while until I met my teacher. My teacher was great Zen master Chengsi Kim, or I called him Sabunim. He taught me about the link between sitting and moving in meditation. He did this by teaching Zen meditation and martial arts together. This was a different approach than I was used to, but it made a lot of sense to me. He would explain how to use martial arts as a form of meditation like this. He would say, a clear mind makes clear thinking and clear action. And clear action clears your thinking, which clears your mind. This became quite apparent as I practiced the martial arts. If your mind is clear, you could concentrate on the martial arts techniques and the choreography and not make any mistakes. If you completely focused on your actions, you wouldn't be thinking, and it would clear your mind. The moment your mind would start to wander off onto something else is when you would inevitably make a mistake. It was sort of like a litmus test to be able to tell if your mind, thinking, and action were clear. After many years of listening to his talks, sitting in meditation, and practicing martial arts, I began to apply this to other things I was doing. I was slowly learning how to turn all of my other actions into meditation. Through this practice, I started to understand how I could meditate through all aspects of my life. Yet it still took me many years of constant practice to get good at it. As soon as I learned how to do this, my life started to change significantly. At first, it was incremental and maybe hard to notice, but after years of dedicated practice every single day, without missing a day, it completely changed me, and it became integrated into everything I do. It's interesting how things worked out. First, I learned Zen and martial arts from my teacher, and then over years of practice, I mastered all of the skills he taught me. Then I started to develop my own art forms through meditation. I had always been proficient with math and science, and I worked as an engineer for over a decade. But I was never really much of an artist or a writer. After years of martial arts and meditation practice, out of nowhere, I began to make drawings and write poetry with a level of skill I had never demonstrated before. When I showed my teacher and I told him what was happening, he told me to keep meditating and I would get art enlightenment. Now, years later, I've written a book and produced art that I never could have imagined doing before. I'm not sure how to fully explain how this happened, but I'll try to explain the process the best way I can. First, I learned about meditation and how to become a master of martial arts and sword from my teacher. Over time, I mastered all of the skills that he taught me, and I committed to practicing every single day. During my practice, I just tried to concentrate on what I was doing and keep clearing my mind. I did this for over 13 years until I could effectively keep my mind clear. When I finally emptied my mind, it changed the way I saw everything. The way I could draw and describe things began to reflect that. Then my art and the imagery from my poems started to reflect my mind. Much in the same way the martial arts forms I would perform had been a reflection of my mind. Through this experience, I've realized that these lessons that I've learned can be applied to any art form. This is the purpose of this school and the classes I teach. I want to help people understand how to apply Zen practice and meditation to all different types of art forms, and ultimately every aspect of your life. I'm here to teach about the link between sitting and moving meditation, as my teacher taught me, so that you can learn how to use this process to understand your mind and the essence of your being. This is a simple process to describe, and anyone can do it. but it's not easy. It requires a consistent routine of meditation practice. You must also learn to be a master of an art form or a skill and use that process to become a master of yourself. This means you must learn how to have complete control over your mind and body. This will teach you to believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself 100% beyond any shadow of doubt, then you will understand your mind. In Zen, we say that if you can see your mind, you can understand the essence of your being. And that's what we call awakening or enlightenment. This is possible for everyone. And you can start by meditating 1 minute. Then try to expand that practice until you can learn to apply that level of focus to everything you're doing. Then eventually your mind will become completely clear. Just keep going and keep trying. At some point, it's going to feel like there's no way forward, no way to progress, and no direction you can turn. When you reach that point, remember your mantra. Keep meditating. When the universe aligns in a certain way around you, it will reveal your path. If you've been practicing meditation every day, you'll be prepared to seize this moment, and you'll know exactly what to do. I hope you all can experience enlightenment someday, and I wish you good luck on your journey.